Hello, everybody. Welcome to the weekend update. I am back August 23rd. I'm sorry to miss you on Wednesday. I think Bethany and Sarah's sales meeting just finished, so Justin will have that video up shortly of the sales meeting if you missed it. Kidding, not kidding, girls. All right, jumping right into the weekly market report. We've had a lot of exciting things have gone on last week, so we'll talk more about our stats, and then we're going to hop into what it looks like for some of these buyer things and this new world that we've kind of flipped over here. So our weekly snapshot for the week, whole DC metropolitan area, 16,600 showings. That is down 10% from a week ago. A little bit surprising, there's a little bit less showings out there because rates have been improving or good, and 14% less showings than a year ago. Our contract's fairly flat, up 3% from a year ago at this time, down 4%, but that's kind of in the margin of error. It's pretty similar. New listings, 3% more new listings than last week, which is good. So a little bit more listings every week, a little bit less showing means a little bit more balanced market, right? Active listings, 7,700 current active listings. That's a flat number from last week. Remember, 40% more than last year at this time. So it is, a lot more inventory than we were seeing at this point last year, which means, a little bit more of a balanced market. You can get stuff for list price sometimes. We'll have a little bit more on kind of some of the other info that we're kicking up here on our end. North Central Virginia, similar stuff, down 11% in showings from a year ago, 9% from a week ago, almost the exact same as the whole DC metro area. New listings actually up 14% from last week. It's like 42, 50, 60 showings for 50 listings, so it's not too many, but 50 more than last week, which is good. Active inventory, 18% up from a year ago, up 2.5%, so pretty good across the board there for North Central Virginia. Our Baltimore metro area, almost the same, down 15% showings from a year ago, 10.5% from last week. Similar stats. We've got pretty flat on new listings, up 10% from a year ago at this point, so that's good information there. And our active listings were up 35% from last year. So Northern DC metro area was 40%. Baltimore metro is 35% more inventory than at this point last year. So similar stuff across those markets. Then our Maryland, West Virginia Panhandle, down 13% in showings from a week ago. Pretty similar to the DC metropolitan area one. Our new listings up 16%, which is good. It's about 35 listings, 38 listings more than last week, which is good stuff, and 15% more than a year ago at this time as well. Our active listings fairly flat, but from a year ago, 27% more. So fairly similar numbers across all of our footprint, which is good to see. Our top performers from last week, August 10th to 16th. In individual volume, Miss Lucia Jason, bringing home the #1 spot. Congratulations, Lulu. You've been crushing it all summer. Natalie McArtor with Kurt, #2. Fantastic job. Venkat Gurram, awesome. Dane Work and Dilyara Daminova. Whew. Dee, that's a powerhouse 5 right there. Great job, all 5 of you. In transactions, we had a tie here. Claudia Cornejo, great job, Claudia. Dilyara Daminova, Crystle Van Dessel, Venkat Gurram, Dane Work, Adam Shively out of West Virginia, and Keia Evans crushing it down there in Richmond. Great job to our top individual performers. Our top teams from the week in volume. Miss Carolyn Young Holmes crushing it. Great job, Carolyn and team. Shepherd Homes Group with Jason, great as always. Casey Samson team, great week. The K Group led by Charles Kim, and the One Street Company led by Sam Rick. Top 5 in volume last week. Top 5 in transactions. Shepherd Homes Group, Jason takes #1 in transactions for the week. Great job, Shepherd Homes Group. Carolyn Young Homes team, #2. The One Street Company, #3. One South Realty in Richmond, #4. And then the Casey Samson team, #5. Great job to our top teams of the week. Some announcements. So we had a great sales meeting, which I jokingly said just finished. Kind of kidding. But Sarah and Bethany, great job. We had 714 total closings last month, 88 new agents. We went over some top resources coming up and some big fall events on the horizon as well. Check out that video when you get some time. Our September sales meeting, it'll be a big day. It's going to be fun here. We got Wednesday the 18th. We'll be here in studio. We'll have a month to kind of soak in what our new normal is with some of these changes. We'll be able to talk about some fall market kind of tips and trades that day as well. Afterwards, you're going to want to come for the sales meeting, and then afterwards, we've got a great celebration here. We have our annual cornhole tournament. New this year, we're going to add some other games. Giant Jenga, Giant Connect 4, Giant Pong, Battle Puck Golf, lots of other activities around the parking lot here at headquarters. We feed you some great food, got some drinks, got an ice cream truck. It'll be a lot of fun. Also, somebody's got to come practice up your cornhole because Justin Donnelly and Donny Samson will take everybody out this year, going for the back-to-back over here. So I haven't played a lot of cornhole this summer, so you guys might have a chance, but probably not. No, I'm just kidding. So we're looking forward to September 18th. There's some pictures from last year's event. The picture they didn't get was me and Ian with our trophies in there, so I think they needed that one because we crushed. Oh, there it is. Top middle. There you go. Love it. So it was a great tournament last year, and hopefully we have beautiful weather like we have today. So we'd love to see you out there. Come hang out with us. Come to the sales meeting. Come enjoy the other rest of the Samson family in the cornhole tournament next week, or next month's sales meeting. October 18th, so the following 18th, Top Producer Takeover. Guys, sign up now. A bunch of you have already started signing up. It's a fantastic day. It's going to be even better than last year's. We've gotten better at things as we've gone on. We're going to do about 450 seats in there, which is going to be fantastic. We're kicking off the day with Jared James, our keynote speaker, who's fantastic, coach, national trainer, national motivational speaker, and he's fantastic. We're going to have another great lineup of people that are dropping knowledge on you. We're going to be 2 months in to these new changes. We're going to have lots of great insight from top performers, brokerage leaders. We're going to have a full schedule. We got breakfast and we have breakfast, lunch, classes all day, happy hour afterwards. It's going to be fantastic. Right now, if you want to get a taste for what it looks like, go to topproducertakeover.com. There's lots of great videos from last year's October event and then this year's, I believe it was May event. This is a panel that I moderated with 4 fantastic ladies up there that crushed it. You can learn from these ones that have already happened. And if you see it and you like what it is, come in person. There's nothing like being there in person. Videos are great, and we're going to put those up for all of our Sam fam. But being there in person is just a whole different feel. You can take your notes, you can interact with them. The pre-sale is live, like I talked about. You can use the QR code, or you can go to the Cardinal Nest and pull that up. We do have a new addition this October, VIP tickets. If you want that priority check-in, you don't want to wait in line. Premium seating saved in those front 2 rows. VIP lounge access. You get to talk to all the guests. The only people in the VIP are going to be VIP tickets and our speakers. So it's going to be great. You're going to be able to great access, talk to them. VIP gift. So you don't want to wait in lines for food. You don't want to wait in lines to check in. You want that priority seating. Add a couple bucks to your ticket, get that VIP ticket. So excited for Top Producer Takeover. We'll announce more of the speakers as we get closer, but I'm working on a great list of great top performer broker owners, team leads, great agents out there that can drop great knowledge on you for sure. Just a reminder, if you're in Prince George's County, PG Car, vote for Carol Webb. She's running for board of directors. We love to see the Sam fam represented on all these boards, so reach out there and do that. Are you ready? We've got a Samson Success Guide. Bethany and Sarah went through this during the sales meeting, but go to Top Resources, click Success Guide. We've got all the videos on the different jurisdictions, contract forums, commission conversation classes, a great page built out for you with all the different resources we've gone on through. We've also got a summary of all of our great resources that we have here. Maybe you're doing some of these things, maybe you're not, but just a great reminder that you can click on any of these things, learn more about all the great resources. One newer thing on there is that 7-figure realtor class. We've talked about it for about a month now, but great class that Jason did that is just phenomenal, worth your time to go through that class. You will learn fantastic stuff, and Jason's team is like #1 in Northern Virginia right now. They're crushing it. They've sold like 7 million homes already this year. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but close to 7 million homes. So great to learn from a fantastic realtor like Jason. Trade shows, we're gonna be all over the place. So September 16th to 18th, first time we're going out to the Maryland Realtor Association. This is Ocean City, Maryland. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're gonna have a double booth out there. Come say hi to us. We'd love to have you and show that Sam fan support. So we're excited to be out there at Maryland Realtors. We're gonna be GBBR again, October 17th. I am crazy because that is also the day before Top Producer Takeover. So some of our great leaders in the greater Baltimore area, and I'm sure Mark Lubla and I will be up there meeting agents, talking to you, representing the GBBR. And then October 22nd, they've moved the MVR. I'm very excited about this. No more Nova Community Center. We've got the Capital One Hall. It's going to be a beautiful place. Great all-day event. We've got a double booth, maybe triple, huge booth. Would love to see you come by and say hi. Last year, Samson Agents just took over the place, so we're super excited about that. I know they just announced their keynote speakers. Leo Paraja, who's the CEO of EXP, good friend of mine, so I'm excited to get to see my man Leo up there again. So it's going to be a good event there. All three of these are going to be fantastic. As a quick reminder, if you're watching this, come on out Wednesday. The NBA's got their golf tournament at Westfields Golf Club. I'm going to have a squad in there. Me and Dan the Man are going to be out there and hopefully bringing it home back-to-back years. We did get Jordan Muirhead, so that kind of helps things a little bit. But so we'll see you out at those events coming up in the next month or two. We went over July capture rate in our sales meeting. It's up this month, which is fantastic. And this is a percentage of the buy sides. Virginia and West Virginia were 55%, Maryland, D.C. 36%. Our average overall is 49%. I think we're 47 the month before. So great job. We're getting that up. We'd love to see those numbers continue to improve. This is by the region. These are all in the nest as well, but you can see our best regions, that Northern Virginia region. Central Virginia is coming on strong. Maryland, West Virginia, Panhandle's been great. And then you can see the offices associated with that on the left. Baltimore and DC, Maryland Metro, we're working on getting those up a little bit, but we're improving. So the more we can get everybody that's 50% or higher, the more that we can pour back into you all with great resources, great teaching, great stuff to get us through and continue to make Samson the best company that we can be. Now, we're really working on doing something cool. I've shown this to a couple people. We want to make sure the data's great. Guys, we bring in a lot of contracts to Cardinal, which you guys know, which we're thankful for. So we've got the most up-to-date data we can. So we're hopefully getting this out today, but if we don't, it'll be Monday or Tuesday. But we're going to try to get it out, a weekly email that shows you what percentage of contracts were at list price, over list price, under list price, which ones had a home inspection contingency, which ones didn't, what percentage had an appraisal, which ones didn't. This is super relevant. We can show you data that's 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks old, and we can feel the market shifting. But if you've got real life data that is real life things like, okay, these are all the contracts that came in Monday from this weekend, and then we got an email out to you a couple days later evaluating all the contracts from last week, that is real time stuff. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to look beautiful. We get a month or two into this. We're going to look into if we can track how much commission is being paid on the buyer side, so we can kind of track that side as well. But Sarah's doing a lot of work at trying to finalize these things. Hopefully we got great data to get out to you. We are going to centralize. We are going to segment it out by state and maybe region as we get better at this as well. So we're excited about that. Cardinal Title Group's going to have something that nobody else has out there at the scale. Some other companies do it, and they send it out. It's like, well, great, you had 10 contracts last month. How much data is that? Well, what if we had 600 or 100, 150 a week? Now we got a lot of data that we're pulling it out of. So we're excited. Look for that contract trends email, maybe in your box right now. But if not, then hopefully in the next day or two. Buyer agency agreements. All right, so I'm going to give you my 2 cents because I wasn't here Wednesday. Guys, there's a lot of people, I read too many Facebook forums. It's all over the country. It's all over. Don't get caught up in the noise, okay? It is very easy to go negative on this. Bethany said something super smart in the sales meeting is that we can get in these forums and we can get down and we can be like, oh, well, this and that. Get out of them. Stop. Just stop. I need to stop myself. I get 100 comments deep. I'm like, why am I reading this? All these people have nothing better to do than just to argue with each other over nothing. Stop it, okay? This is my opinion, okay? And I'm not going to sit on an admin stage and say this, but buyer agency agreement. You don't get a listing agreement signed by a seller before you've met them and shown up at the property. This hasn't really fundamentally changed what we do. We've always needed buyer agency agreements. Do I need you to have a buyer agency agreement signed when you have never met this person and to show up at the front door? No, okay? Go take the appointment if you want to. Meet the people. Now, have your buyer agency agreement with you. Show them the house. If they start asking questions that make you be a realtor, they want your advice. They want to show the process. What do you think of this? How's the market going? Look, now's the opening to say, like, look, I'm happy to show you this house. But to act as a realtor, we now have to establish an agency relationship now. Look, you can sign this agreement for today, okay? So that I can advise you today, this house, you want to go see another house, I can do those things. If we like each other, we'll do tomorrow as well. We'll do this weekend. We'll do a week. But don't get caught up on not taking the appointment because they won't docu-sign something, sight unseen, never met you from Adam, wherever, right? Ideally, they want to see a house, they want to be a buyer, do a buyer consultation at your office or a Starbucks or whatever, give them a signed agreement, then go show houses. But if they call you off a house, go show them the house. Have an agreement. Don't show a second house to them without an agreement, but go meet them, okay? Have a conversation. If they then want you to give advice, that's the perfect lead-in to be like, look, I would love to give you advice, and I have tons of it to do. The other thing I would have is I would have a buyer guide that we have on our Cardinal Nest. Customize that, the Donny Samson buyer guide. Have your process from beginning to end. Have that book ready. It costs 15 cents a page to print in our print center. You talk about what a great realtor you are, you drop them your buyer guide, 20 pages on it in that first meeting. They're gonna be like, dang, Donny's a nice guy, he knows what he's doing, he's got a whole buyer guide. All right, I'll buy into him for a weekend, a week, 2 weeks, and then ask him the date before you ask him to marry you. So that's my position on the buyer agency agreements, okay? Nobody is coming after you because you take the appointment and don't get them to sign until 30 minutes into the showing. That's my opinion, all right? And I'm comfortable making that opinion. I'm not going to say that I'm going to make it in front of lawyers on a public national stage, but that is my opinion for all of our realtors, and that is my advice point. Now, with that same, but the Zillow touring agreements, which they hit on Wednesday, it's kind of the same thing, right? A Zillow touring agreement is basically doing what I just said. It's not going to hold up as a buyer agency agreement because it doesn't establish agency, it doesn't have any compensation in it. But is it good enough to let you go meet them? And is the buyer maybe willing to go sign it to say, okay, fine, I'll sign this to go let them show me one house because it's very invasive. Yeah, but it doesn't hold up past the second showing, right? This is a get you in the door, meet them agreement. I'm telling you probably don't even need that. But if Zillow needs this, I understand why they put it out there because they don't want to kill their revenue stream. They have to have something that shows that they're trying. I get it. It's fine. If you're doing a Zillow deal, use the Zillow touring agreement. But that's not going to hold forever. Once you make the first appointment, you get talking to them, bring your own buyer agency agreement in your state, get them to sign that to go to the next level. That's my 2 cents, and I'm sticking to it. But, it's really not that bad. Don't get sweated about it, all right? Don't get all tied up in knots about it, all right? Go with it from there, and we'll go from there. All right. Lunch and Learns. We have done a fantastic job across our footprint. Bethany, Richard, Bobby, and myself are doing these Lunch and Learns all over the place. We have tons of opportunities for you to meet us, learn about us. Next week, we got Chantilly, Stafford, DC Noma, White Marsh, Alexandria, Bowie, Tyson, Spartansburg. I mean, that is all over the place in the next, 30 days or less, 20, 24 days. We got almost 2 or 3 a week out there, which we're excited about. You can also go to RSVP at joinsamson.com. I also have a virtual Lunch and Learn. Guys, some people don't want to be seen. They don't want to come to a Lunch and Learn, but they do want to learn about us, right? Connect them with Mark and I. We'll talk to them. Or have them go to joinsamson.com and watch that video. Look, it's an hour and 15 minutes long, hour 20 minutes long, but I do it in the studio. I go over every single thing about Samson Properties and why they should consider joining us. It's pretty, from A to Z, it covers all the things. It's almost exactly what we do in a Lunch and Learn. It's always better to be in person, but it's a great substitute for if they want to watch it, get a great feel. Now, if they have a couple more questions, they've got a couple more questions, but, a lot of people watch a video in the comfort of their own home. Those virtual Lunch and Learns get hundreds and hundreds of views on them because people like to peek in their own comfort, learn about us, and then they're willing to step forward and learn about it. So use that resource, that virtual Lunch and Learn. Remember, you do get recruiting rewards if you invite anybody to a Lunch and Learn or introduce them to me. We do have 2 open positions. We're looking for a Waldorf office administrator. We're also looking for an agent experience specialist. We love Miss Lisa Thompson, who covers that Central Maryland and DC area. She wants to focus on being a realtor a little bit, and we love Lisa. We're excited she's still part of our family, but you got big shoes to fill, but we love that great personality. We think there's a lot of our realtors that have a lot of great personality, know a lot about Samson, would probably be great in this role, so we're introducing it to all of you all first. Please reach out to Bethany if you have interest in that second position, which is really important to us to get a great candidate in there to fill that role. Some upcoming classes. Tuesday, we have a group coaching class with Sam. So log in there Tuesday morning. Sam's one of our great certified coaches. So look on the Nest for more information on that. Lynn's been going all over. I think she's hit 17 offices or something crazy already. Lynn's the traveling woman with these buyer consultation classes. Tuesday, she'll be in Libby Mill. So that's anybody in Richmond. Look, your Main Street, your Libby Mill, get to there. If you want to come down from Stafford, go down there. If you missed it in Stafford, she'll be in Libby Mill on Tuesday, and then Columbia, Maryland on Wednesday, all day doing our buyer consultation class, Selling Your Value. So thank you to Lynn. Get out there, go to the class, ask your questions, go from there. We had HQDU last week in Arlington, went great. We've got a couple coming up. We're in Fredericksburg next Thursday, not Wednesday because we're doing the NBA golf tournament, sorry. Thursday, Fredericksburg. The following week, at DC Noma on Wednesday, Bowie on Wednesday as well. Get out to HQDUs. They're a great opportunity to learn a lot, interact with a bunch of other agents. This is the lineup for Fredericksburg. You get a sample. We're going to teach about a resource. We're going to talk about buyer agency, talking about lead conversation techniques. Sarah and I do a business building class before lunch. Lots of great topics, lots of great conversation all day. You will be filled up from getting to an HQDU. I want to go back to this real quick because we're talking about dates. Just as an FYI, if anybody's looking at the Riz Media Leadership Exchange, it's in DC at the Mayflower. It's like September 4th through the 6th, that Wednesday to Friday. I'm actually going to be speaking again at Riz Media this week, or that week, on agent retention and agent, that kind of thing. So I'll be in a great panel there. So if you're going out there, come by, say hi to me. I think I'm speaking Thursday the 5th in the morning there. So the Riz Media Conference, I'll be out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday as well out there. So looking forward to that. Coffee with Casey. Guys, there's not many brokerages where the top leaders like Jason and Casey and Carolyn and so many others, on our top list are willing to just teach and pull back the playbook. Casey does this on Thursdays with Coffee with Casey, and I would encourage you to be here and listen. Whatever he's going to talk, I'm going to be there and listen. If I was a realtor looking to make it, I would want to learn from these top people all the time. So Coffee with Casey, Thursday the 29th. SOAR, our great classes that we're running Thursday. They'll be in the DC Nome office Thursday, the day after HQDU. So sign up there, buyer presentation, selling your value, and contract to close with Ryan Jump, our great settlement attorney. Remember, we have great agent orientation classes every day somewhere. Summary of all the things from next week. KV Core Workshop on Monday. We've got print marketing classes, as always, out every Monday. Buyer consultation we talked about on Tuesday in Libby Mill with Lynn. Sam's virtual coaching class on Tuesday morning. SkySlope classes Tuesday. Zillow's doing a Showcase Industry Innovators Connection webinar Tuesday afternoon. So Zillow Showcase class, great stuff there. Buyer consultation with class with Lynn in Columbia on Wednesday. HQDU in Fredericksburg on Thursday. Coffee with Casey on Thursday. Lynn's doing a successful homebuyer workshop class Thursday afternoon. Just so much stuff. Master your marketing, promote your blog, newsletters and reports with Lynn. That's a virtual class. Fast track commercial training with Aladdin on Friday morning, as always. Contract training, GCAR in DC Friday morning, probably with my man Noble. Weekly Friday, First Heritage Mortgage Update, 10 o'clock. And then SkySlope with Stephanie on Friday as well. Guys, thank you so much for closing with Cardinal Title Group. It's what makes everything go. We're just growing so much, and we're so thankful. I think we're in a great spot in this market because we are 100% brokerage. We know we might have to negotiate our little commissions a little bit in the future, but to be able to get it all is great. I want to continue to give these great things to you all, give you more resources, more tools, more education to crush it. The more you support Cardinal, the more we can do those things. So thank you so much for continuing to try. You don't have to give them your business. Give them an opportunity to earn your business, and we will take great care of you there. So thank you for continuing to support us, refer people, and continue to help us grow. For those that are curious, Wednesday went great. Down to Tech, Ava's just fantastic. And we're so thankful for her. She's ready. It's always a little sad leaving your chair up down there, but Meredith and I did good. I was a good carrier of things and setting up. The room looks beautiful. As you can see, in the picture here that Meredith and Ava and I left her in good spirits, and we're very happy and very thankful for her and praying for her every day. And she's already made some great connections and it's gotten into some good clubs and stuff. So we're excited for her. It's always difficult getting back on that highway run up the hill, but it was a great day, and we're very thankful for her. So thank you for all that checked in and asked how it went. It was great. But now everybody else back to school and rocking and rolling for the fall semester here. So thank you all for all you do. Looking forward to seeing you all at all of our future events. I guess we'll be in Fredericksburg on Thursday, so we'll see you out there. Take care and see you soon.